Chad to be Chad. You know, he's a guy that we trust him. He comes in and he does his part and he makes plays for us. So, you know, not worried about Chad at all.
Can you talk about the Falcons offensively? What does Ritter and Bijan Robinson do that you have to watch out for?
Really, they're a strong running team. Then the back's dynamic. You see him on film, he's making cuts and he's making, you know, people miss. So they're a talented bunch. They got Pitts back and, you know, different receivers. So it's going to be a big challenge.
Falcons gave up a bunch of sacks last week. Is this an opportunity where maybe you can jumpstart the pass rush a little bit?
We hope so. You know, pass rush, we talk about it, we work on it, and we just got to make it happen. Right now, they're not coming. First game, it was all right, but right now they're not coming. So we just got to continue to do what we do, continue to work on it and stress about it, and they'll start to pop.
They maybe stay committed to the run more than most teams. Does that make them tricky to game plan for compared to other teams?
Really, you look at certain situations where they run the ball, and it might be, you know, each week teams are different. They have different tendencies, so you just try to focus in on those. But at the end of the day, if they're committed to it, we know that, so we're going to be committed to trying to stop it.
Now that you haven't had him so far this season, but is pass rushing a little bit easier when you have the bond in the middle?
It really is. It really is. Anytime you're at full strength, that's when you're at your best. And D. Ham does a great job of pushing the pocket for us alongside of Roy, and it just enables everybody to perform better because he's pushing the pocket and the guys are getting pressure from the outside. So, yeah, him not being there, you know, is a factor that we can, you know, hopefully when he's back healthy, get corrected.
You're getting closer to getting a couple other guys back too, maybe a DeJuan Smoot and Antonio Johnson. How can those guys help the defense?
Well, we'll have a plan for them once they get back. It's just right now you work with the guys you have, and you understand that down the line, like D. Ham will be back, Smoot will be back, and we'll get a couple of guys back, Greg Jr. possibly. So just guys that have opportunities to play, then, you know, we'll be able to use them and, you know, find different ways to work them into the scheme.
A couple of miscommunications in the secondary on Sunday. What happened there? Do you feel like you figured it out now? How to avoid that happening again?
Really, the thing about communication is you have to be on the same page. And if you go back and you run that play over again and you have those same two guys out there, they'll get it corrected. They'll get it corrected. But that was the time where we didn't get the call to each other. And, you know, you can't have that in the secondary. So we go back out and we talk about communication, talk about when you say it to someone, you make sure you have eye contact. And we've played together enough in the back end where we understand that communication is really important because we all have to be on the same page. We just got to get it done.
Are there enough, when you look at that defense, last week was kind of the stumble to the start of the season. Is there enough there where you feel pretty confident that you guys can bounce back this week?
Oh, back to work. That's how we do it, back to work. Last week we didn't perform the way we should perform, and we come back in here yesterday, had a great practice, and telling the guys prepare like you're going to prepare every week and understand the mistakes we made, get those corrected, and get ready to go this week.
I know you talked about Chad, but what kind of loss is it having Devin sidelined for a little bit?
Anytime you're not at full strength, it's a loss, you know, because like early on in the season, Chad was spelling Devin, he was spelling Foye, he was getting reps in there, you know, because it's early on in the season, you're not in true game form yet. But to have someone like Devin is a guy that you count on to make plays. He's long, he's mobile, he's comfortable in the system, and when he's out there, you just have a comfort that he's going to be able to make a play here or there. And, you know, Chad the same way. We just know Chad, we know his skill set. Him and Devin are very similar, and they're very different. So both of them do well for us out on the field.
Are you a little bit apprehensive about pass rush being able to improve without DeJuan Smoot and Hamilton coming back before they come back? Is there a way that you feel like this can get jump-started without having those guys back in?
No, the guys we have that are out there, that's who we have. And we're going to go out there and, with those guys, go out there and execute the game plan. And we understand that how important pass rush is. And just like communication, you have to be all on the same page. Just like when you're rushing a passer, everyone has to be on the same page, being able to get after the quarterback.
Do you have to look at how maybe you're using Trayvon and Josh and try and see if you can put them in better situations to be successful?
Well, we look at that every week, and we have a plan, and we talk about the plan, and we, coach it up, and we try to strategize against each tackle or each guard, and just go out there and win your one-on-ones. That's the thing. When you get opportunity, win your one-on-ones, and they're working on it, they're doing it, so we're ready for the improvement, ready to see the improvement.
You get a sense from Foyer this one means a little bit more to him since this is his old team?
Right now, where we're at, the way we feel right now, it don't matter who we're playing. The next one is always the most important, especially after a loss last week. It's, you got to get that bad taste out of your mouth.